Hey, do you find this interesting? Today, the American Medical Association voted to oppose the military's don't ask, don't tell policy because they believe, just a minute, they believe married couples are more likely to have health insurance and that the uninsured have a high risk for living sicker and dying younger. Seems like that's a stretch for the AMA to get involved here, but it does lead to this. Don't ask, don't tell in the military. The president said he wants to end the policy. That doesn't mean we can end the way people think. Don't ask, don't tell. Melissa, leave it that way or change it.
Overall, I think we've lost the original idea of what don't ask, don't tell meant, which was, hi, I'm not allowed to ask you your sexual preference and you're under no legal obligation to volunteer it to me. And it's sort of gotten away from what that was, I believe, the original concept was. You know, I think it's like it's nobody's business what I do behind closed doors. You know, I'm a proponent for equal rights for everyone across the board. If you are someone's longtime companion, male, female, donkey, dog, or cat, you are entitled to certain visiting rights in hospitals. You should be allowed to receive benefits and all that stuff that insurance sort of plays towards. Don't ask, don't tell. It's just, I mean, come on, kids. Haven't we all grown up enough? It's just ridiculous. The AMA is getting involved. I agree. You know, what are we going to do? But I don't think dealing with everybody's peptic ulcers from holding it in are really like the number one health concern right now.
Deb?
This is absolutely ridiculous. And I absolutely, totally agree with Melissa. But beyond that, this really isn't an issue of relationships or marriages. This is an issue of sex and sexism. 73% of the military that are being ostracized or being kicked out of the military are women, which makes this a sexist issue as well.
Wait a minute.
That's number one.
Deborah, wait a minute. 73% of the military?
73%.
73% of the military is women?
No, I said 73%
of those
in the don't ask, don't tell category.
All right.
Are women who are being ostracized a lot more than men. So that makes it as a sexist issue. It doesn't matter who you sleep with. It matters who you bond with and create a committed relationship with. These people are okay to go into the military and serve their country, and we don't ostracize them for that. Yet we want to ostracize them for who they sleep with. Don't you find that extremely hypercritical as well as hypocritical in the United States today in the 21st century?
All right.
I got to keep my mouth shut because finding out there's 73%, just like that, 17 jokes are running through my head that I just are not appropriate.
Okay, good. Better you don't say anything there. Well done, Melissa. Let's move on. If you're on a social networking site, you know that people have an incredible desire to tell you what they're doing. From the most exciting things to the most mundane, everything is in play, even the birth of your child live. So 23-year-old Lynn decided to broadcast the birth of her child live online. People got to witness Lynn in various stages of labor and the delivery for more than 7 hours. Thousands of people around the world logged on to watch. I think I'm safe in saying most women would prefer to keep that private. Do we really need to know everything about everyone, Deborah?
Absolutely not. But this was a choice that she made with her husband and her family, with their support. The bottom line is we live in a different century. In the 21st century now, everything is out there for people to see. Keep in mind, this teacher is 23 years old. She's a lot younger than you, and definitely a lot younger than myself. Don't worry, I'm including myself as well, Fred.
What was that
and the
job
bottom line
supposed
is
to
we
be?
live in a different time period. So where that information and where that supposed education is accessible, people are going for it. There is a certain sense of education, but definitely a larger sense of voyeurism to it. And I think the boundaries are definitely blurred in the 21st century with the age group that is doing it.
All right, now, Melissa, you have a child.
Yes.
Do you think it would have been a good idea for me to have a camera on you during your labor and delivery?
Well, you know, I know that they see that anyone who has had a child or been in delivery, they offer you what they call the mirror. So they can like reflect a mirror so the mom can see what's happening. And personally, I had no desire to watch my own child being born. So, I mean, God bless you. If you want to spend the money and create a website and put it up and people want to watch, hey, good for you. You know, go with God. But
I wouldn't put it under the guise of education, though.
What?
Go ahead,
I would not put it under the guise of education, which is what she did.
No. This goes under, like, hi, Grandma Barbara can't get there for the birth of her great-great-great-grandbaby, and she wants to be there, and she actually is technologically savvy, and she can watch, you know?
I agree.
And that sounds cool. But you don't, you know, again, it's like anything. You don't have to log on. No one's holding a gun to your head. Personally, you know, I I didn't make it through my Lamaze classes watching the films. It brought back terrible memories of driver's ed and red asphalt.
I wouldn't even let somebody watch me sweeping my floor.
All right, ladies. Terrific work as always. Thanks. I'll talk to you again soon.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Thank you, Fred.
Okay.